So never love a nigga if you love your life. Play for keeps to survive in the street.
What's up, All In Media Squad? It's your boy Cookie back at you with episode 2 of The City of No Pity, the Chiraq Chronicles. And this one's going to be about ktsvon, aka Bigg Kutthroat, the smoker. But before we get into that, I'd like you guys to please like, comment, and share the video, and if you're new, please subscribe. But if you're a returning viewer and haven't subscribed, please subscribe. It's free. It's all you have to do. But if you wish to donate to the channel, you can go to Cash App. My cash tag is $cookie 802VT. And also, before we start this video, I'd like to throw a shout out to Audio Crack 22, Janaea Johnson, and last but definitely not least, Bren's Finesse. Let's get it. Let's take it to the southeast side of Chicago, 1994, the birth year of Devon Davis, aka Bigg Kutthroat the Smoker, better known as ktsvon. But Devon was born to a somewhat alright-sized family on the southeast side of Chicago. His father was Vinnie Davis Sr., brother named Vinnie Davis Jr., and then Londre Sylvester, better known as ktsdre. Which there will definitely be a video coming soon about ktsdre, so stay tuned. But ktsvon, when he was growing up, he was just like any regular child that was growing up in the inner cities. You know, they had basically a regular childhood growing up just a little bit. And then once they jumped off the porch, the street life really came to their front door knocking. That happens to a lot of these children in these inner cities, like I was just saying. He was the cousin of 051 Zico, the blood cousin, might I add. When Zico died, that turned a lot of people into demons, as you would call them today, or savages, if you will. And that just shows that there is some loyalty left in this world. And that is a good sign, even though it is a bad situation, a negative situation, if I might add that too. But it does show that there is loyalty out there still, and there is a chance of hope left for this world. Even though ktsvon was a demon in the streets, he still had love in his heart. He still had a daughter to raise and a family to have, which brings me to this fun fact about him. A lot of people didn't know about this woman here. Her name is Sammy G, and she was basically ktsvon's spine, if you will. And I would definitely bet my bottom dollar that Sammy G definitely drove ktsvon on some of his hits, allegedly. But in the street life, it's either kill or be killed. ktsvon's motto was kill to survive, survive to kill. And even though Von was most hated in the city of Chicago, there were plenty of people that would kill for him. So ktsvon identified as a GD, but I'm gonna say that he was definitely an insane GD or renegade GD, because it did not matter who you are. He was EBK, let's put it that way. So he had two major oppositions that wanted him out the way at all costs. One of them being G Herbo's crew, the No Limit Muskegon Boys, better known as NLMB. And then there was this crew that hated Von just as much as NLMB, and that was the Sircon City Gangsters. A member of them, Devontae Murray, murdered ktsvon's father, Vinnie Davis Sr., in a parked car a year after ktsvon's own death. And he walked up on him and shot him, killed him there, and I think he shot a woman that was in the car with Vinnie Davis Sr. as well. As Von and Dre and Vinnie Jr. were growing up, the streets really took hold of them all, and it really had a harsh grasp on this whole family, including the father as well. But Vinnie Jr. went to prison. I forgot exactly why he went to prison, but he is supposed to be paroled 2026, I believe. So free Vinnie Jr. But ktsvon and all them and the KTS whole crew were making these videos called No Lackin', and they had, I believe, 4 of them. And they would just go around the neighborhood, go to their ops neighborhood, and just try to terrorize them as much as they can. And during these so-called missions, I would call, he and his brother ktsdre and a couple other KTS members saw NLMB going into a McDonald's. And when they got in there, NLMB started scattering in the back like they were trying to get out of there. And basically, Von and them said that, we're not on that right now. I'm trying to get some cheeseburgers. Dre was telling No Limit Cairo to say fuck Rock. And I'll get more into exactly who Rock is in a little while here. But No Limit Cairo and ktsdre had a little standoff for a second over in the side, and then ktsdre drilled Cairo right in the jaw and then dropped him down right there. And then they go outside, start going back to the neighborhood, and then allegedly NLMB and them came out of the McDonald's, started pursuing KTS, and they started shooting at them. So I'm gonna let you see the video of that, and I'll get right back at you.
You said they going in McDonald's. What happened? Glasses, get outside, they gonna come. You got the... Yeah, glasses, get outside, they gonna come. Right, wait for the... You tweet the motherfuckers, you don't know what motherfuckers doing. Yeah, this ass, dumbass! He's a killer! He's a killer, man. Y'all ain't gotta go to work. We finna get some McDonald's, so we ain't on there with y'all. Y'all good? These no limbs, man. These are no limbs. Damn, why you back there? You don't work here. Where you going? You don't work here. You don't work there. We ain't no shit with y'all, but y'all good, so. So y'all good. We finna get some McDonald's. Right now. Say fuck what? Say fuck what? Don't be scared, bro. Don't be scared, bro. Oh, shit. Damn, bro. You like you just broke your jaw, though, fuck. Yes, you came out tight that? I wanted some Mickey D's, bro. Do what y'all don't do, man. Let's go. Hey, man, cut that. KTS, man. Cut that KTS. No, fuck that. We ain't fuck them. No. Hey, man, my niggas out here. We reckless. Hell yeah, we reckless, bro. No. Shut the fuck up, man. Stop running, boy. Fuck. Oh, back there, drop this bitch ass. Y'all know we on. Hey, right there, deep. They coming, y'all. Deep there. KTS niggas, we out here, we ready. We gone. Fuck is you doing? Come on. Look, they. Come on, Frank. Hey, it ain't shut up to cut those man. It's going crazy. It ain't like that. You to a boss, man. Hey, shut the fuck up. You too loud. Alright, be cool. Don't we gotta be. Gotta get back to the hood, man. Stop. If you want to box, I'll do it. How you just hold down so you can run him off? Yeah, she said she's gonna know. Where you going from? Next time I ask you that.
That's how I'm done.
I don't give a fuck about none of the people like that. People say, that's the only one. Yeah, I was home. So you just let shit on up.
Alright, so we just saw why KTS was so ruthless and why a lot of people hated them. I threw in that other video where ktsvon slapped that woman because she was merching something on one of KTS's best friends, Ronnie Moe. And she didn't even know who he was. She was just an acquaintance. Like she knew him through someone else. I mean, I'm not condoning beating on women at all, but if you're in that lifestyle, everybody and anybody can get it. And that's what made ktsvon so ruthless. ktsvon was allegedly so ruthless that there's been rumors that basically went around the whole world. But mainly people from Chicago have been saying that there has been 15 plus unsolved murders that ktsvon allegedly had doing it. But these next 6 people that you're going to see are the ones that I could find proof that he had involvement with these murders himself. Well, I'm gonna let these play through. There's really not much I can say about it because the tweets say it all. And I'll get right back with you to wrap this up. So as we can see, ktsvon did the exact same thing that a lot of these hitters in Chicago do. You know, they whack some people and then they go right to Twitter and talk about it and run their mouth so that their homies can see that shit and they can put it in their face and see if they're gonna do something about it or not. If they're not, then they're just gonna keep doing stuff until they do something. It's gonna keep poking that bear. And then ktsvon went to the level of even making a shirt that said "fuck your dead homie," and he had all the names of these people that died in the streets, and a lot of these people he had alleged involvement in himself. But after all these bodies he amounted allegedly, the streets caught up with him not too long after, and he was shot in the heart allegedly by Crazy James, which is a member of NLMB. Right after he got shot, what did he do? He hit the trap and started scraping the bowl. But after he got hit with that bullet under his heart, it took a lot out of him. He was not the same looking Vaughn. As you can see in this picture, he was super skinny. And the picture in the background here had a caption next to it that said, "I'm skinny, but I'm back, bitch," just so he could taunt the person that shot him. Even though ktsvon overcame a lot of these obstacles in the street life, the streets just kept calling him to come back for more no matter what happened to him. He just kept going back to the streets, even after taking a bullet in the heart. Like I said, he just kept going back. Then one fateful day, he was walking down the street to go meet a female, allegedly, and then a SUV spotted him, turned around, got him from the SUV, and then a gunman got out, ran up to him while he was leaning out on the sidewalk, and executed him. Now, even though Devon Davis, aka ktsvon, was on this earth only a short 21 years, he affected a lot of people. Not only in a negative way, but in a positive way. Because people can take his story and what happened to him and try to not go down that road. And when they come to that fork in the road where they have to make that fateful decision to jump into the streets or stay on the porch, they might make the right choice and stay on the porch. And as always, it's your boy Cookie with All In Media. It's all in or nothing. I'm out.